good morning, everybody. Oh my God, Facebook has been giving me so many problems this morning. So I'm live on my personal page instead of my business page. I don't know why I couldn't get it to work. But anyway, it's changed every day, it seems like. Well, good morning and hi, everybody. Let's start from the top. Today is Friday, May 22nd. It's the start of the Memorial Day weekend. I'm Mary Marino, and welcome to my Friday morning show. So today, I'll be talking about the power of perspective. This is episode number 28, which you can find on my website along with all my other videos at marymarinocoaching.com right there on the resource page. But before we get started, I am an accredited life coach and a transformation expert devoted to supporting courageous women who are ready to rediscover who they really are and create their new beginning. You know, having had to reinvent myself several times in my life, let's see, there was breast cancer and bankruptcy and death of my parents, loss of a job, change of career. I'm no stranger to some pretty major life-changing events. But by far, the most life-changing of them all was my divorce after 28 years of marriage. Now, that may surprise you when you hear bankruptcy and breast cancer on the list, because those are pretty onerous. But while those experiences were surely life-changing, because divorce completely changed the roles I was playing in my life as a wife and as a mother, divorce tops the list. And because my whole identity was wrapped up in other people's expectations of who I was, when those roles changed, I completely lost. Felt completely lost for a long time, a really long time. I felt like my life was on autopilot, going through the motions of living on the outside, while inside I was filled with sadness and despair over what was truly lost, my identity. So, you know, this time in quarantine very much reminds me of the months that followed my divorce. In a sense, there has been a shift in our identity, and as such, we are suspended, waiting for life to start again. This is all part of the change process. And if you're like most of the women I work with who have gone through a major life change, you're very familiar with this feeling of suspension. It doesn't feel great, right? And change can leave you feeling angry, disappointed, disoriented, and frustrated because you know you have to move forward, even want to move forward, but fear and worry have you stuck. So would it change things if I told you this is all completely normal? Assured you that this is all part of the transition process and you are exactly where you are supposed to be? Well, it is. It is normal to feel all of these emotions and more during transition. The great motivational speaker, Dr. Wayne Dyer, said, "If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at will change." Now, I love you, Wayne Dyer, but you make it sound so simple. Like changing our perspective is a switch you can flip on and off. Well, actually it is. You see, changing your perspective is a deliberate choice you can make. It's like choosing to turn that life switch, and I'm saying life, L-I-F-E, switch to illuminate your surroundings. True, the choice is simple, but I didn't say it's easy. So I'm not talking about the Pollyanna here and where everything is rainbows and unicorns. No, changing your perspective goes much deeper than that. Changing your perspective first requires the acceptance of change. And if you've been following me along all these weeks, you know that all change represents an ending. And when you go through a major life change, such as a divorce or an illness or retirement, or yes, even a pandemic, you suffer a loss, an ending. And ironically, the first thing we do when we're faced with change is we try and keep things the same. Unfortunately, we're seeing this every day in the news now, right? People defying government COVID-19 regulations to the point of violence to keep from changing. And we do this too when a major life change disrupts our lives. We try to hold on to the past, and when we do, we enslave ourselves to it, and we end up living at the affect of our lives. We choose motivation. We lose motivation. We get angry. Or perhaps we just give up and settle for. So that's a big one and a subtle one at that. Because, as women, we're raised to nurture, to take care of everyone and everything. So when the need to serve shifts or goes away, we're left wondering, WTF? So here's the big secret. The way we experience and view our lives is based on our beliefs, our perceptions, and our attitudes that come from our experience. So those beliefs, perception, and attitudes, they're like wearing colored glasses. And those lenses color everything we experience in our life. Change challenges us to take off our glasses. And in doing so, it forces us to question our attitudes, our beliefs, and our perceptions. And thus, we can learn and we grow. We can begin to remove those glasses when we're ready to ask ourselves really hard questions like, what's another way to look at this? Or what else could be going on here? How do I want to show up? Is this something that I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I need right now? Who am I? Yeah, these are really hard questions. And do you know what happens when you take off those glasses? Ask yourself those questions and take off your glasses. Your surroundings begin to illuminate. Your thoughts become more inspired, and opportunities begin to reveal themselves simply because you're looking at the situation differently. And when you can change your perspective, you accept the challenge to let go of the past and reclaim your power. So another great quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer, which I really love, goes like this. The past is a trail you leave behind, much like the wake of a speedboat. The wake of the boat doesn't affect its course. Obviously it can't, since it appears behind the boat. Consider this image when you exclaim that your past is the reason you're not moving forward. You know what? I'm going to add this, that you turn around and face the bow, face the wind, and feel the spray of the sea as you chart your course, eyes fixed on the horizon. The course is uncharted, and you know what? That's true for all of us. If there's one thing that COVID-19 has taught us, is the unpredictability of life and the uncertainty of the future. So remember, when you change your perspective, you take back your power. And when you take back your power, you will live with purpose and joy. I guarantee you there will be waves ahead. But you know what? You've built a really sturdy boat that has weathered many storms before. Just take a look at the crest of that beautiful white sea foam trailing behind you. And if you'd like to read more ways to support yourself through change and transition, then be sure to check out my ebook, How to Manage Change and Navigate Transitions in Life, the 5 Essentials to Finding the New You. I have some really great tips in there. And you can find that on the homepage of my website, MaryMarinoCoaching.com. It's yours complimentary when you enter your email and become part of my email community. And listen, if you're feeling like now is your time, but you could use some support to steady yourself on your boat, then just contact me. I've worked with dozens of clients, women just like you, who are ready to chart their course and create their new beginning. But it all starts with you. So you can message me here or simply go to the Contact Me page on my website, fill out the simple form, and I'll be in touch to arrange a relaxed conversation where I'll answer all your questions about coaching and explain how I can support you. So I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. So go ahead and please put your comments or questions down below. I'd love to talk to you. And until next time, live with intention, lead with integrity, and learn with inspiration. Bye-bye now. Have a great Friday and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.